guys, Technivorous. Welcome back to part 5 of our Unity tutorial here. Kind of feeling like I lied to you guys. I know I said we'd get into the raycasting here, but this is not a halo, it's just a light, so I don't feel too bad about fibbing. I was going to make this the raycast video. The thing is, I decided that that video would have been way too long because there are a couple things that we need to do before. Like have something to hit with our raycast for one. So we're going to do those things now in preparation for the next video. And then the next video will be the raycast video. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm in my scene, I'm going to create an empty object. And I'm just going to call this target. Now, depending on what your game's about, what you want to do, the target is obviously going to be different things. This is just for testing purposes and debugging purposes, to making sure we're shooting what we hit. And things like that. So what I'm going to do is, since it's a test object, I'm actually going to delete that, and I'm going to make a cube, and I'm going to rename that target. Since we're hanging out in the snow and it's a little hard to see, I am going to, well, hell, I gotta see it across the map, so let's do, I'm going to increase the size. It's not really necessary. It's just going to make it easier to find when we're shooting at it down the road. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my resources, create another folder called materials, go in there, and I'm going to create a new material. Doesn't matter what you name this stuff. I'm calling it cube target. I'm not even going to attach an image to it. I'm just going to excuse me, I'm just going to make it a color, and I think red is nice and loud against the white, so we'll do that. Once I have it red, you can see down here, I'm going to drag it to my cube. Pretty simple stuff. And my mouse is crapping out again. Alright, so this guy already has a box collider, which is good. Okay, we want that box collider, but we also want to add a tag. Now, normally I would use a tag such as enemy and put it on whatever enemy I'm using, and I'll access that for other stuff throughout the game. You'll kind of see what I mean here in a minute, but right now we're just going to give this guy the target tag. It's going to make it a little easier to find in the next video when we want to shoot it. Next thing I want to do is, let's see, targets over here, and I'm over here. So let's see if I can see it. Doesn't have any gravity right now. It should just be floating in the air over there. I am going to turn on physics, because when we shoot, we're going to apply a force, and anything that's not a living object or controlled, there it is, by something else, I'm going to apply a force to it. So say you shoot a crate, the crate will go flying, things like that. I have my box, okay, so let's give it some physics. We're going to go ahead and bring it over here and reduce the size back down because it is kind of huge. And when I add the physics, I want to be able to show you that it's movable. So we're going to go in here to physics. It already has a box collider. What we need to do is add a rigid body component. It's going to use gravity, and it's not kinematic, so we're not going to change anything in there. Should be nearby. There it is. See, it fell, it bounced, and I can run into it. And when I impact it, it'll apply my force to the box. Okay, so that's pretty good so far. Let's make it a little more interesting. Now we go into our prefabs. I am just going to drag this how it is into here. Well, let's see, am I going to add a script to it first? No, because it has a tag. If it were an enemy, it would actually have a script. It would have logic. This is just going to bounce around when we shoot it for now. So I have my prefab. Go to target here. Lots of reasons to have a prefab. And one of them is obviously instantiation. The other is because it makes it fairly easy to populate a scene. I can drag and drop, and I'm going to make a little pile of boxes here. I don't want to do that. If you nest a physics object inside another physics object and they both have rigid bodies, when the scene starts, they will explode apart. So we don't want to do that. We do, however, want to make a big messy pile of boxes here. Now, each of these has the tag target, which is what I'm going for. So far, so good. Now, I have a pile of boxes. Just for fun, let's just go run right through them. You'll notice when I click, I am still running out of bullets. All my logic is still working. I can reload. So that's good. Getting kind of bogged down in the physics there, which is always a possibility when you're... I mean, I'm running into 20 objects and it's applying my force to the first object I hit and applying that force to the next object and spreading it out through those 20 objects, so it's pretty much like wading through a giant pile of blocks. You get stuck eventually. Corners catch, you lose momentum. Okay, so I'm happy with this so far. There's a spot in here under gizmos. Gizmos are things that are drawn, and you can turn them on and off with a method called draw gizmos. We're going to be using that to draw... No, we'll just draw a line. We'll use a raycast to draw a line. So, in the next video, we'll be adding our raycast logic, and we'll be using a targeting laser to see where our gun is shooting. And backwards, since I owe you the raycast, after that one, we'll put in one that actually puts in a gun model and a firing animation and all that. Like I said, I have kind of an idea of where we're going to go with this. Not anything nailed down or set in stone yet, so if you have any ideas for what you would like to see done to the game, or what you would like to learn after we do the raycast, the model importing, and the animation for the gun, leave a comment down below and let me know. If you're liking the video series so far, definitely subscribe. I got lots more to come. I plan on developing this game as far as we can go and using pretty much every different technique that I know to teach all the different things that you can do with Unity. We'll have a whole different section on UI. We'll have a whole different section on enemy logic, pathing, stuff like that. So whatever you want to see first, you're going to have to let me know. Drop a comment down below. Definitely subscribe and hit that like button, guys. Thank you.